you saying you were entrapped by Sergeant McCall?
Yes, I most assuredly am.
Brutally cut up, butchered, some sort of satanic rite.
He's a killer!
A killer?
If you don't go away, Brad, I'm gonna call the police.
I am the police!
It calls for the sacrifice of the young, a woman.
How many times I gotta tell you, Claire? When you're good, you don't need luck.
Previously on City of Passion, Part 1.
Listen, I am Warwick Unger, Judge Warwick Unger of the Superior Court. You're making a bad arrest here, friend. This is pure entrapment.
Take my word for it, Judge. It isn't.
When I'm almost out the door, Kane brings up Unger. He wants me to drop the charges. He didn't give a damn about the teletype violation. This whole thing was a charade for Unger. Guy was trying to intimidate me the whole time.
Lieutenant, I did not call you to open up a debate. I have read the report.
You discussed this with Sergeant McCall?
Yes, I have.
Kane is unfit for command. And I'm gonna nail him.
You be careful, Johnny.
A couple of months ago, this guy with the pockmarked face came and picked me up at the Alvarado Motel. They took Debbie, and the man who owned the house was there. He had a knife. They killed Debbie.
I work out there, and it's a sewer. By the end of my watch, I am so keyed up. I'm so wound up in... Kathy, I just got to unwind.
And you can't unwind with me anymore, is that it?
Any sign of forced entry?
None. No evidence of any tampering with any of the locks. Maybe he had a key.
Maybe she let him in.
The murder seems incidental to the rape. Other than that, the MO is identical to the 8 other rapes. The semen on the sheet is type O. The shoe prints are size 14. It all adds up to Bigfoot.
We may as well face it. Our serial rapist is now a murderer. I want you four to all work together on this.
He is also responsible for the rape homicide that occurred last night. Do you have any firm leads at this time? Sex crimes and homicide detectives are actively pursuing a number of leads. Yes, the specifics of which I cannot discuss. Well, if you are the man I'm looking for, then where can I find you?
I'm closer than you think, Judy.
Like where?
You'll find out soon enough.
Really? Well, I'll tell you what. I'd really like to meet you.
I bet you would.
He hung up. What do you got?
Run up on me again. Thanks. This guy's calling from your house.
Brad, you in?
We're in.
All clear up here.
He's gone. Nothing looks disturbed.
You smell that cologne?
Yes, and I smelled it before. That's Bigfoot. He was here.
Brad, put out a code for it. Get rid of the Air Force. Maybe we can turn this thing around on Bigfoot.
Turn it around.
Well, he doesn't know that we know he called from here. Maybe he'll be back.
And now, City of Passion, Part 2.
Hunter?
Yeah.
He's been through my things.
Go to bed.
How long did the realtor have the key?
8 hours. Okay, Mr. Trepp, please keep this confidential. Thank you.
I think we've got him. The 4 victims I checked all used the same appraisal service when they bought their home.
Image market appraisals.
How did you know? I thought you were checking realtors.
It's the same company that appraised my house. Come on, let's go round up the troops.
Are you crazy? You pick him up now? All you got is a DA reject.
For God's sake, Skipper, what more do we need? Every victim's home, including McCall's, was appraised by the same guy, Lloyd Fredericks. A male Caucasian, 6'2", 220 pounds, DOB 11-1851. That makes him Bigfoot.
What about the stuff you don't have? His blood type, for example.
Well, we do have that, Charlie. The Navy says he has a blood type of O. Also, he wears a size 13.5 shoe.
If the shoe fits, Charlie.
I still say the DA is going to throw this one out. All you've got is circumstantial evidence. Meanwhile, what we're doing is alerting him.
I agree with Charlie. I think we ought to put a 24-hour surveillance on Fredericks and see what his next move is.
And we have a pretty good idea what that will be.
Yeah, well, I'm ready. Not to mention I'm covered.
Not if we put the surveillance on Fredericks. Well, come on, we're on a budget here. We only got so much money, so many men, so many hours. Now, we either cover McCall or we cover Fredericks. Which is it going to be?
Cover Fredericks. I'll change my locks.
Yeah, well. In that case, we're going to need a 24-hour, around-the-clock double team, Charlie.
Sorry. 1 team at a time, 4 hours at a time. That's all I'm going to be able to sell Kane. I wish it was otherwise, but it isn't, so let's get on it.
Judge Unger, do you have any comment to make about your arrest in Hollywood?
My arrest, Miss Pedrosa, was an outrage. Obviously politically motivated. I've asked for a full public airing.
Are you saying you were entrapped by Sergeant McCall?
Yes, I most assuredly am. I was flagged down by a woman who, for all I know, was having car problems. And what followed was a pure case of entrapment.
Is it true you stepped down from the bench?
No, it is not. I am on leave while the circumstances are being investigated. I'm sure it won't take District Attorney Bendici very long to settle it. Thank you very much.
Judge, can you tell us why you were in the area to begin with?
Whose great idea was it to give us the point with Fredericks from 3 to 7?
Well, it doesn't make any difference. We'll have breakfast at your house.
Oh, great. Why is that?
Well, because you haven't changed the locks, and besides, you get the couch tonight.
Great.
Baby, where you going?
Anywhere. I guess you could say I'm just looking for a little fun.
Come on in.
6-yard line. First and goal to go. Just shy of the Pittsburgh 6.
I need a room for an hour.
You got a note from your mother?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Power-eye setup. Cullen Bryan, the fullback. Gooman is the right halfback. Charles White, the tailback.
You know, it's really funny how she looks like Andrew Jackson. Look at that.
Gives to White. Spins off a man to the 1-yard line. He's down to the 1. It is third down and goal to go at
And don't mess up the sheets.
Here comes Graham. Dill's back to throw. Looks, loops it into the end zone. Caught for the touchdown by James Mc...
Come on.
Maybe we should do something that doesn't require us getting undressed.
Whatever turns you on. Look, I really like you, but I got expenses, you know?
Oh, sure. I'm sorry, how much?
$50.
50 more? I just gave you 20. Hey, what's going on around here?
Police, open the door.
Oh my God, he's lying. He's a killer.
A killer?
Open up!
Open up! The girl's not here. She went out the bathroom window. I'm calling the police, you little whore!
All right, we pig out tonight, gang. Check it out.
What the? What's going on? What the hell's going on?
I don't want you here anymore. I've called an attorney.
An attorney? Who?
Mike Snow.
Snow? He's no divorce attorney.
Oh, he is now.
You're crazy. Open the door.
If you don't go away, Brad, I'm gonna call the police.
The police? I am the police, and this is my house. What is wrong with you?
You! You're what's wrong with me. You're never gonna change. And I cannot live like this anymore. Just get out of my life. Go away.
Go away? Okay, you got it. Just like that, go away. You bet your attitude I'll go away. High and dry, that's how I'm gonna leave you. We'll see who can't take it.
This is Bill and Bob. Let's get out of here.
This is L56, relinquishing point to L37.
Roger, L56. Have a nice day.
Staff 1, contact Command Central on the Delta frequency.
This is Staff 1.
This is Command Central, Staff 1. Advise you use the private entrance upon arrival at base. Code 20P.
This better be good, Lieutenant.
There are 5 TV crews waiting for you in the lobby, sir.
What the hell's happened?
Well, as you know, Judge Warwick Unger was arrested in a 647B during a Hollywood Vice.
So why should that bring out 5 TV crews?
Commander Kane ordered the charges against him dropped.
The charges dropped? If there was something wrong with that arrest, why wasn't I notified?
You weren't notified, Chief, because there's nothing wrong with the arrest. Politics is involved.
Get Kane over here.
Looks like half the press in the city's out there.
They must have heard about Brad being thrown out last night.
It's going down, Lieutenant.
Oh, Kane's got something stirring. What's the status on Fredericks?
Well, we watched her come home from work, and then we watched him go to work.
He was still there when we were replaced by Denley and Roswell.
Well, I talked to Department of Defense this morning. Fredericks got the boot from the Navy for aggravated assault against a woman.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Rape isn't a crime about sex anyway. It's a crime of violence.
Sergeant O'Hearn?
That's O'Hearn.
You Sergeant Navarro.
No, actually, I'm Ernie Benedetto.
All right, look. When I call your name, raise your hand, all right? Navarro.
I just won the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, right?
O'Hearn. McCall.
Yeah.
Nothing for Benedetto?
As a officer of the county and the court, I serve you these summons. I suggest you contact an attorney. Now, could someone point me toward Captain Charles Devane?
Certainly.
The petitioner, Catherine Navarro, seeks an interlocutory judgment and dissolution of marriage from respondent Bradley Adams Navarro.
The petitioner, Catherine Navarro, will present evidence that shows the police department, under the current administrative and executive direction of Chief of Police Edward Stanmore, who
supervises Captain Charles Devane, who did, on or about March 1983, assign Detective Sergeant Dee Dee McCall, and did again on or about July 1985, assign Detective Catherine O'Hearn, both females, as police partners to respondent Bradley Adam Navarro.
In so doing, the respondents had knowledge that respondents McCall and O'Hearn were females of considerable physical attraction.
this willful act resulted in respondent Bradley Adams Navarro developing an abnormal and unusual appetite for sex.
Which did cause the decline and subsequent collapse of normal relations with the petitioner.
I can hear Mike Snow laughing.
It's not going to be a bitter divorce. Right. She's a reasonable woman, right?
$974,000? This is crazy, Brad. I haven't worked with you in over 4 years.
Hey, Navarro, there's a dial-a-divorce returning your call on 2-6.
I thought about seeing an attorney, but I don't think Kathy Navarro is serious about this lawsuit.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting case.
You kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. I mean, come on, it's a well-known fact that police officers spend more time with one another than they do with their families. I mean, think about the wedding vows. I mean, they're a distant second to the unspoken bond between two partnered police officers. I mean, you and I are supposed to die for one another, right?
Charlie asked me to go to Internal Affairs over Kane dropping the charges against Judge Unger.
Yeah?
What would you do?
Go. Tell the truth.
Yeah, that was my first instinct. But you know what it's like after a cop goes to IA. Hard enough being a woman on this force without being labeled a snitch.
Lincoln 56, be advised McCall's meeting at Parker Center is confirmed for 0800, room 306.
Well, there you go.
L56, message received.
Let me have that. This is L56. Request an update on the APB on Stacy Tyler, please.
Stand by, Lincoln 56.
You worried about this kid, huh?
Yeah, I think almost she's gone.
Lincoln 56, there's been no response on the want on Stacy Tyler.
L56, roger. Here we go. This might be our lucky night.
You think he made us?
No, he needs a pair of binoculars to see us.
Maybe he got spooked by one of the other surveillance teams.
Maybe.
Maybe he's gotten suspicious of any car he doesn't recognize.
Yeah, perhaps.
If you want to drink it all, Jamie, still your own. Aren't you afraid of Scarface?
Sure am. That's why I'm gonna go to Vegas as soon as I can get my stuff out of the motel. It's a lot warmer in Vegas, you know.
No, not yet, but don't worry about it. I got somebody watching the motel. She hasn't picked up her stuff yet. I'll get her.
Hey, police are looking for you, and they told me to call them when I saw you again. I don't want no trouble, so I'm putting you on notice.
Can you at least give me 20 minutes, Sam?
10.
I don't suppose I could have a refund.
You suppose right. Now it's 9 minutes.
Okay.
your mail, McCall.
Thanks.
How come you're not with Hunter?
I had a meeting down at Parker Center.
He's using his key. He's going in.
Roger, 5-6. We're on Elm at Shadow Drive. We show entrance at 0912.
Yeah, he spent 18 minutes at the last house he was at.
Lincoln 56, code 1.
Lincoln 5-6, go ahead.
Lincoln 56, 7 Adam 43 is standing by at the Galaxy Motel on La Brea. They have a 187, a female juvenile. A business card with your name has been found on the body.
Zebra 20, I know I got 20 more minutes, but take the point, will ya?
What's the problem, 5-6?
Just take the point.
Found a gun in one of her bags.
Put a make on it, will ya? Any witnesses?
Yeah, a guy in a service station across the street.
Don't touch anything, I'll be right back.
Yes, big ugly man. Park here, or watch motel. I tell him go. He say, get lost. I get lost.
Did you see him go into that motel right over there?
I see him go. I see him come back.
What kind of car was he driving?
Lou, a Lou Ford. I smell rat, you know? So, I look at number on plate. 540. Then customer blow horn. I go, I come back. Car gone.
You sure it was 540?
I'm very sure.
You remember the letters?
No.
Can you remember if they were before or after the numbers?
After.
After. Good.
Bag her hands, I want nail clippings.
Take the sheets.
And we'll also do an anhydrous spray on the body.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. What? Are you sure about that? Give me the address. Okay. Thanks.
Homicide, McCall.
McCall, Hunter. Stacy Tyler's dead. We found a gun. Guess who it's registered to? Your very good friend, Judge Warwick Unger. I'll pick you up in 15 minutes.
I think you'd probably have better luck with the judge if you went by yourself.
Maybe you're right. I'll call you.
Yeah.
The judge is in the garden. He'll be with you in a moment.
Thank you.
May I help you?
Well, I hope so. I'm Sergeant Hunter, Metropolitan Police.
Well, what do you want?
Well, I'd like to talk to you about a gun you own.
A gun?
Yeah.
Stay.
Yeah, it appears that It showed up in the purse of a 17-year-old prostitute by the name of Stacy Tyler. She was murdered this afternoon.
Oh, was she killed with that gun?
Oh, no. She was brutally cut up, butchered in some sort of satanic rite. There was a pentagram carved on her stomach.
Well, it looks like a gun that I keep in my garage. If it is, it was obviously stolen, and I was unaware that it was missing.
You keep a gun in your garage?
Sergeant, you are obviously trying to implicate me in a serious crime of which I have no knowledge. And that would make 2 false charges by you people, and I believe that I am being harassed.
I'm not here to harass you, Judge, really. I just thought you'd like to tell me why your gun turned up in Stacy's purse.
Get out. And the next time you talk to me, the first words out of your mouth better be the Miranda warning.
Move him or I shoot him.
Damien. Good boy. Good boy.
Lincoln 5-6, patch me through to Sergeant McCall, please.
Homicide, McCall.
McCall, you know anything about the occult?
What?
That's what I figured. I'll pick you up in 15 minutes.
It's all right, Howard. I know the man. Go on up. I'll only be a minute. I told you I had no time for a meeting, Commander.
Well, you better make time. Sergeant McCall went to Internal Affairs. They're bringing me up on charges.
The internal affairs of your department is not judicial in nature. It's administrative. My office has no jurisdiction.
Don't hand me that crap. You can help me, and you know it.
Commander, my office is always open when an officer needs help or advice, but as I just explained to you...
Yeah, your advice is what got me into this mess.
Now, wait a minute. I called you because a member of the judiciary was arrested, and as district attorney, I was trying to get at the facts.
You called me because you were looking for a favor. Your exact words were, if I can get the charges against Judge Unger dropped, the governor would appreciate it.
I keep very careful notes of my calls regarding matters like this, and I said nothing of the kind.
Come off it, friend. I keep notes, too.
Cool off, Commander. Try to remember this. The district attorney's office decides whether or not a criminal charge is filed against anyone. So just stay cool. If it becomes a criminal matter, you have a friend in me.
Did you bring any garlic? We could tie it around our necks.
That's a nice crow you got out there.
It's a raven, my friend. Crows are in cornfields. Ravens are... well, they're ravens. How may I help you?
Well, I got a friend who has a human skull with a dagger through one of the eyes.
Does it have two intertwined snakes holding a single red stone?
That's it, yeah.
It's the eye into darkness. All priests of the inner court have one.
Priests of the inner court?
The sons and daughters of darkness. They are one of the oldest and most active of satanic cults.
But you mean they worship Satan?
Many do, but mainly it's a philosophical basis for a certain lifestyle.
What kind of lifestyle?
I would say a free one, liberated. Others might call it bizarre, even kinky. To each his own, I say.
Well, what kind of people are these sons and daughters of darkness?
Membership is secret, very exclusive. Some are doctors, attorneys, other professionals. It's not a poor man's activity, you know. Some of the rituals are quite elaborate. And I might add, not inexpensive.
If somebody had one of these eye into darkness skulls, would they be a member?
It would only be an indication. Some of us are mainly students of the occult.
I heard of a ceremony out in the desert a couple of weeks ago involving a lot of people, mostly men and women, and some very young girls.
Your friend sounds like he's into a very heavy group. 2 weeks ago was the annual celebration of the 13th moon. It calls for the sacrifice of the damned. Sometimes a young woman.
What are you saying? That sometimes these people use human sacrifices?
One hears talk. I don't really know.
Well, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
I'm here to serve.
Why is everything so quiet?
Commander Kane has resigned.
I hope you're satisfied.
You're going out?
Yeah. Ted and I are going to go bowl. He's picking me up in a couple minutes.
I asked for a transfer to the day shift. Give us more time together.
That's nice. I'd like that.
The ER crew's having a barbecue on Sunday. Think we could go?
I've got the end of the month summaries to write up.
It would mean a lot to me, Lloyd.
Okay, I'll try to get them done early.
Good luck with your bowling.
How many times I gotta tell you, Claire? When you're good, you don't need luck.
Mrs. Fredericks is on her way to work.
Suspect came out, kissed her goodbye in the doorway, and then went back inside.
Probably the highlight of our night.
Does the car have a full tank? Okay, have it ready for me in 20 minutes.
To Denley and Roswell, may they catch Fredericks in the act tonight.
Here, here.
You know, I had a funny thought about that guy.
This should be interesting.
Well, it wasn't exactly funny.
You know, sometimes you sound just like a woman.
What if it's not him? Did you ever think of that? I mean, maybe we're following the wrong guy here.
If I thought there was any possibility of that, I would insist you stay with me tonight.
Oh, with me?
Oh, please. When are you going to get off this macho kick and realize we're all cops around here, huh?
You know, she's right. We're all cops. We've all had the same training. We're equals.
Thank you.
But only two of us are wearing pantyhose.
Oh, to the moon, Alice.
You wearing pantyhose?
Lieutenant, assault battery and a police officer.
Forget about it, Navarro. You've already got the department involved in one lawsuit.
Hey, I'm an innovative guy, Lieutenant. You've heard of alimony and palimony? Well, now I've introduced police-amony.
Hey, that's very good. When it's all over, maybe you'll still have a job among me. Or maybe you'll like this one better, Hunter. You remember that 3-digit license possibility you requested on the blue Ford?
Yes, I do.
Well, they've come in. All 2,752 of them. The printout's waiting on your desk.
Night, gang. 4 a.m. comes right after 3 a.m.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back to my one-room suite overlooking the flood control channel. McCall, the invitation still stands, you know.
Good night, Brad.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
See ya.
Now, I'm going directly home. I will be there before you get home. When you get home, you call me, or else.
I'll call you. Drive carefully. Zebra 30, this is powder blue. Base 20. Anything stirring?
Negative, powder blue.
All's quiet.
Okay. Give me a landline if anything happens, all right?
Roger, powder blue.
Anytime. Dial a cop.
Hey, Dial-A-Cop, I just want to make sure you got home okay.
I'm home safe and sound, McCall. I checked all my doors and windows. How about you?
I checked in with Denley and Roswell. They say that Fredericks is still on his perch.
Well, if he makes a move, give me a call. I'll be right over.
Sometimes you say the sweetest things.
Yes, I do, don't I? Good night.
Night.